Bridget Baker. Come to my office right now. We need to have a talk.
What is it, boss?
Bridget Baker. What the hell was that I just heard? I just got a call from the Hingleysons stating that you took their daughter Molly away without running a full investigation. Care to explain yourself?
Listen, I took her away because the Hingleysons were abusing her, and I saw that she had marks all over her body, so I was just doing my job and protecting her.
Protecting her? No, more like you endangered her. The reason Molly had those marks was because she had a life-threatening condition that our family was going to give treatment to her. But no, you prevented them from doing so, and you just immediately jumped to conclusions that they were abusing her. Not to mention you claim that Fanconi anemia is just a made-up condition as a cover-up because you know the record. Which you don't even know what the actual records is, and claiming the documents are forged which you never bothered to take a single look at it.
Oh come on, you're seriously taking those lies side over mine? They were the ones who abused their daughter. Those documents are forged and they tried to get the doctor involved to show they documents to me, but I believe they bribed to the doctor just for a cover-up and they are truly forged.
What did you just say? There's no proof that the documents are forged, and there's no proof that the parents bribed the doctor. The one who makes up a cover-up is you. Because you didn't take a single look at the documents and Fanconi anemia is a real condition. Now that girl didn't get her treatment in time because you lied to the foster parents and died because of you. You know what, I just want to say, thank you for all the covering up you did, and the lies you told. Because guess what, Bridget Baker? You're done. You're fucking fired. And I'm also calling the police on you.
What? No. Boss, please don't fire me. I am so sorry for not doing my job right, I promise this will never happen again. Don't do this to me.
No, your apology is denied forever. You did it just to get more money according to that girl's father. Not only you didn't just endanger that poor girl, but you also caused CPS to almost fall under a scandal. My decision is final. You are officially terminated from your job, and the police will be notified about this.
Bridget Baker, you're under arrest for criminal negligence by taking a child away without running a full investigation, and child endangerment. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. You also have a right to an attorney, and if you can't afford one, one will be provided for you at the station.
Boss, please, help me break free.
You're right, like I am actually going to bail you out after what you did. Please take her away. I'll see you at court.
No, someone please help me, this man is kidnapping me. Why?
I don't understand what is wrong with these people. Why is everyone attacking me and forcing me to apologize to that abusive family? I did the right thing to call CPS on them. These people are so stupid. They should know that they abused that girl because of those bruises, and Fanconi anemia does not cause those bruises. Hey! What are you doing? What do you want, officer? Hey! What are you doing? Get your hands off of me.
Maureen Richardson, hands behind your back, you are under arrest.
What? What for?
For false reporting, and false accusations of child abuse on the Hingleysons.
What? You can't be serious. I did the right thing by reporting my maids to Child Protective Services, because they were abusing Molly.
No. The Hingleysons were not abusing Molly at all. Molly had a life-threatening condition, but you didn't want to listen, and now thanks to you Molly is dead, and her parents are heartbroken thanks to you.
No. You should be arresting Molly's parents. Not me. Because of those bruises and that medical condition, Fanconi anemia does not cause those bruises. Hitting a child caused bruises, and that's the reason Molly died, because of her abusive parents for the way they abuse her.
No, they did not abuse her at all. Did you not understand that Fanconi anemia does cause bruises? You don't even know what that condition is, but you don't care at all. You have no remorse for what you did, and you never apologized to Molly's family for what you and the social worker did. You're done. Come with me to the police car right now.
You can't do this to me. I demand to speak to your chief.
Save it for the judge, fatso.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Maureen Richardson, you're charged for false reporting and false accusations of child abuse on the Hingleysons family, and Bridget Baker, you're charged for criminal negligence by taking Molly Hingleson away without running a full investigation, and child endangerment. How do you both plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. I had the right to report CPS on Molly's parents for the way they abused her according to those bruises.
I plead not guilty as well, Your Honor. I was just doing my job and protecting her from her abusive parents. Their documents are forged and bribed the doctor to play the part for the cover-up from that medical condition according to those records.
Well, according to the parents of Molly, Maureen, you claim they abused their daughter when then didn't do it cause the bruises was from the condition she's having, but you don't believe was it is. And Bridget, you think anemia is just a made-up condition for a cover-up and claim that the medical records are forged when the fact you didn't take a single look at them. For that, I call the parents of late daughter Molly, Brian and Kimberly Hingleysons, to the stand.
Okay, so you see, Your Honor, my wife and I were talking if we did the right thing to tell our daughter and was just about to think to find a way to get a matching donor for our daughter's treatment, until this social worker Bridget Baker showed up saying she got a report about us abusing our daughter, but we assumed that there was a misunderstanding. When she was done talking to our daughter, things turned the wrong way. She thinks that Fanconi anemia is a cover-up. We tried to confront her about it and tried to refuse to let her take our daughter away. She won't listen.
We tried to show her that we proof with medical records our daughter was diagnosed, but she claims the documents are forged and never looked at it and thinks she dealt this solution before, but we don't believe she did and she took our daughter away from us.
Objection, Your Honor. Fanconi anemia is just a cover-up and those medical records they showed me are forged. I had the right to remove their daughter from their care for abusing their daughter according to the bruises because I dealt with the records before.
Objection, Your Honor. We never abused our daughter and those bruises come from her Fanconi anemia and it is a real condition and she never looked at the documents and we don't believe she dealt with the records before.
Do you have her late daughter's medical records with you for proof before she passed?
Yes, Your Honor. These are the real medical records that my daughter has diagnosed with Fanconi anemia. I tell you that these are not forgery. Take a look and see for yourself.
All right, let's have a look. I see, by the looks of it, it does show that Molly has diagnosed with Fanconi anemia, so these medical records are valid and there's nothing forgery on it. So Bridget, your objection is overruled. And Kimberly, your objection is sustained.
What? No. I swear those documents are indeed forged and Fanconi anemia is just our...
Bridget, that's enough. You will not say another word unless I tell you to. Now continue with your story, Brian and Kimberly.
Okay then, so when I was outside worried about my daughter, our neighbor, Morin, revealed she's the one who called CPS on us claiming we abused our daughter because of those bruises. We confronted her that our late daughter has a condition, but claims that Fanconi anemia did not cause bruising, which it is. But she doesn't seem to listen. By the look her face, she was pretty pleased she did this before.
Objection, Your Honor. I have no idea what they're talking about, and that medical condition does not cause those bruises.
Your objection is overruled, Maureen. You admit what you did, and you have no idea what that medical condition is, and you don't bother and care to look at it up, and you're just making excuses to get away from your actions. You will not say another word until I will allow you to speak. Go ahead and finish talking to your story, Brian and Kimberly.
Alright, so we called Molly's Dr. Lloyd to arrange a meeting with her and the social worker Bridget about what happened. When she shows up claiming she's stuck in traffic, she claims we bribed her for a cover-up. We tried to tell her that Dr. Lloyd is a qualified doctor, but she still wouldn't listen, still claiming the records are forged, bribed the doctor, and still didn't bother to look at the record and rudely talk on her phone. We tried to get our lawyer to get this situated, but nothing worked. We tried everything to get our daughter back for months. But still nothing worked. And now Molly was dying because she couldn't get her treatment in time thanks to our disgraceful neighbor we trust and that social worker for refusing to listen and took our daughter away. At the hospital, we were devastated that we heard Molly was about to die. We were about to say goodbye to her, but Bridget refused to let us see her say goodbye. But thankfully Dr. Lloyd take care of this and asked her leave. We miss our daughter because of them.
No. You're the ones who abused your daughter. It's your fault that your daughter is dead because the way abused her. That condition is still a cover-up and they are indeed forged. You should be the ones to be arrested, not me and the woman who rightfully called me to do that right thing.
Yeah, I had the rights to call CPS on your daughter, because of those bruises on her shoulders, and that medical condition does not cause those bruises.
No. You're that ones who should be arrested. You're both are the reason why Molly died because you Maureen, you falsely report that we abused our daughter because of those bruises which we did not because of that condition she had. You think it's a made-up story and never bother to look what Fanconi anemia is, and you have the nerve to come to our daughter funeral uninvited, showed no remorse, pretending nothing happened and refused to apologize to us for what you did, and this is how you repay us after Peter died. We supported you Maureen.
And as for you Bridget, you took our daughter away from us. You never bothered to look at the documents claiming they're forged and claiming that Fanconi anemia is just a made-up story. You think you dealt with the records before, but we don't believe you dealt with it before. You did it to just get extra money. You still think we abused our daughter, which we never did, and you refused to let us say goodbye to her, but we did. This is all your faults.
How is it my fault? I was doing my job and that medical condition is just a...
All right, settle down. Brian and Kimberly, I understand your anger towards Maureen and Bridget, but you need to calm down, or this situation will have more problems.
We're sorry, Your Honor.
It's okay, it's not your faults. But as for you, Bridget and Maureen, Fanconi anemia is not a made-up story. You should know Fanconi anemia is a real condition because it does causes bruising, and you don't know what's the difference between the abuse and bone marrow failure from bruising. And Bridget, as a social worker, you should know to investigating facts correctly before taking Molly away. You should know better than that. Now, is there anything else you want to say, Brian and Kimberly?
No, that's all, Your Honor.
Okay, you may go back to your seats. Now I call Dr. Lloyd to the stand.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Hingleysons called me to make an arrange for a meeting for this social worker by the name of Bridget Baker about the false accusation by their neighbor who false report about child abuse. So when she shows up and I tell her about the situation and about to show her the records that Molly is diagnosed with after taking Molly away, she claims her parents bribed me for an excuse, believes I'm not qualified doctor and thinks I was playing part of the cover-up, and still thinks the records are forged when she still didn't bother looking at them just like she did back at the Hingleysons.
Objection, Your Honor. I'm very well sure that the parents bribed her only playing part of the cover-up. She's not a very well qualified doctor, and the records are still indeed.
Bridget, did I give you permission to speak? No, so I suggest you be quiet right now and let Dr. Lloyd to finish her story. Apologies, Dr. Lloyd, you may finish your story.
Thank you. Anyways, before I was interrupted, Bridget never listens and rudely talks on her phone. She believes Fanconi anemia is just a made-up story, which it's just stupid and ridiculous. I don't know why she was hired to work in the first place. I've been working as a doctor for years, and I was qualified well as a doctor, and I, under circumstances, would never take bribes from someone just for some stupid part as a cover-up. If I would get in trouble and get fired from my job. My colleagues and my boss know me so well, they know what happened on security camera. As what Bridget thinks, there is no proof that the Hingleysons bribed me. My boss and my colleagues knows that Fanconi anemia is a real condition. Months later, one of my colleagues told me Molly brought by her foster and is about to die. I'm saddened to her about this. I called her parents to bring the sad news, but Bridget refuses to let me have them come to say goodbye to her daughter hundreds of times over something they didn't do, and I told her hundreds of times they didn't harm her. When they made it, she demands us to tell them to leave and threaten to call the police on them. I'm completely disgusted for what she did. After Molly died, I volunteered at her funeral, until this fat lady the parents told me about came to Molly's funeral uninvited. Oh my god, after hearing everything what she did, and the Hingleysons confronted her for what she did, she pretends nothing happened and shows no remorse for what she did. Bridget, if you still think I'm not qualified as a doctor and still believe the records are forged, you are still wrong. My colleagues and my boss knows that these records are very well valid and you still didn't bother to look at them. And guess what? It's you who's not qualified as a social worker for what you did. And Maureen, I am very disgusted at you. You showed no remorse for what you did. You're still not sorry and won't apologize for your actions, don't you?
Nope, I'm not, and I never will.
I figured. Your Honor, that's all I have to say. I plead them guilty, and I hope these two ladies get what they deserve.
Thank you, Dr. Lloyd. You may go back to your seat. Now I call Molly's former foster parents, Julie and Keith, to the stand.
So, it all started when the social worker, Bridget, who brought Molly here into our care, when heard she was abused by her parents. We thought she was safe from her parents and also thought her parents brainwashed her that she has Fanconi anemia as a made-up story to keep her quiet. We thought she was lying, but it turns out after 2 months, she was really telling the truth. We thought Fanconi anemia was just a made-up story, but we didn't realize it was real according to the doctor. We're shocked from what heard, and now we became awful parents. Bridget has lied to us.
We weren't just doing this to Molly like that. We were just following orders from that social worker named Bridget. We feel like she manipulated us thinking Molly was abused. Her parents told us everything after her daughter Molly died. And we can't believe we fell for it. We should have listened to Molly back then. And we didn't know Fanconi anemia is a real disease because our foster kids never had it before and we haven't been to the hospital for a while. We may never forgive ourselves for what we did.
Bridget, I can't believe you lied to us. You didn't investigate facts right and you didn't bother look at the documents that Molly's parents were trying to show you and you believe they are forged. After she passed, they showed us the records and we see nothing forgery on it. You made us let Molly die. How could you do this to us? Her parents will surely blame us for this and you made our foster care joke and made fall into a scandal including CPS you worked there.
Oh come on. Don't tell me you're on their side too. I was doing my job and...
No. Save it. From what we heard, you did it just to get extra money from your job. You made us manipulative and followed with your stupid lies. You made us let that poor girl die. You put our reputations and our care at risk thanks to your stupid lies. We may never forgive ourselves and I'm sure her parents will possibly sue us because of you. You are a huge disgrace to be a social worker. We didn't attend her funeral because we too ashamed and her parents probably didn't want us here for the way we didn't believe her. You don't want to hear anything with your lies ever again. And as for you fat woman, Molly's parents told us everything what you did, and you should be ashamed of yourself for putting us at risk as well. Of course you didn't show remorse and you're not even sorry at all, do you?
Nope. I'm not. And if you think I will apologize to them, I will not for the way they abused her. I did both of you the right thing to have the social worker to bring her to you for the way they did to her. You should be happy that we helped keeping her safe from them.
Be happy? And did the right thing? Be happy did the right thing, my ass. You are the most heartless and cruel woman we ever seen. I can't believe you would ever do that, including that disgrace of a social worker. We seriously blame ourselves for not listening to poor Molly, and you both are the reasons why you let us let her die thanks to your stupid lies. We may never forgive ourselves and we doubt her soul will haunt us for a long time. Your Honor, we plead them guilty, and we hope these two cruel and women get a long sentence for all we care. And Bridget, we do not want to see you ever again. That's all we have to say.
Thank you very much, Julie and Keith. You both can go back to your seats. And finally, I called the CPS manager to the stand.
Boss, please, don't testify against me. I am really sorry for not doing my job right.
Shut up, Bridget. Don't call me your boss because you are already fired from this job. And I will testify against you, including that woman next to you, whether you like it or not. So, I was notified about Bridget's actions towards the Hingleysons family, taking their daughter away, without running a full investigating fact, by claiming the medical records are forged, claiming Fanconi anemia is fake, and didn't bother to look up the records and their daughter away. Also at the hospital by with her behavior acting the same as before, claiming the parents bribed the doctor for a made-up story and also claiming this doctor is not qualified, leaked to the foster family, and refused to let them say goodbye to their daughter, even though they did. I was shocked by her behavior, and this woman right here next to Bridget, who was responsible for the false report of child abuse. Words cannot express how I'm very angry with Bridget and that woman right now. While I was here before the trial, I talked to the parents about the problem, and they showed me the records their daughter diagnosed with Fanconi anemia that Bridget refused to see, claiming they're forged. When I looked at the records, I see nothing forgery on it. I cannot believe she did that without looking and took their girl away. Bridget, I'm very disgusted at you. I can't believe you ever did that. You have no ideas how much you put the parents and that girl went through. They believe you did this so you can get extra money for this job. Did you? You better tell everyone the whole truth now, or the judge will sentence you longer.
Alright, if you want to hear the truth, then fine. I did it so I can extra money to get more rich.
I knew it. I knew she did it to just get extra money for doing that.
You did what? Oh my absolute fucking god, Bridget Baker. I cannot believe you would ever do that, just to get more money. I cannot believe I hired to a selfish, heartless, corrupt, ignorant, stubborn, unprofessional, and greedy woman like you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like I told you back in my office, you were fired from this job. You were prohibited from working every childcare industry around the world for the rest of your life, if you're going to do it again. Your paychecks, including your last one, will be sent for the Hingleysons' daughter grade from that. And as for you, Mrs. Richardson, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should know false report on our company can get you in trouble, and you and Bridget just endangered her and caused her to die. From what her parents said, you didn't care at all and believe Fanconi anemia is just a hoax as well.
It is a hoax. And it does not cause those bruises. I have the right to report your company about child abuse. If you think I'm going to say sorry to them, my answer is no. Because they abused her.
Well, guess what? For your lack of remorse, and false reporting, and the main cause of that girl's death, you were prohibited from contacting CPS and stepping on 1 feet in our company building. If you tried to call CPS, they will immediately hang up and block your number. If you step 1 feet on our property, you will be charged for trespassing. Your Honor, I plead them guilty, and I hope their sentence is long to reflect on their actions.
All right, I think that's all the evidence I need. Maureen Richardson and Bridget Baker, you both have been found guilty of all charges. Bridget Baker, for criminal negligence, child endangerment, illegal conspiracies, and also caused the death of Molly Hingleson. You are sentenced to 20 years in prison. You're restrained from working every child care industries all around the world ever again.
No, 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 no. You can't lock me up for that. I was trying to do my job right. I'm too important to go to jail. This is not fair at all. You can't do this to me.
Well, that's just too bad. Life's not fair. If you hadn't took Molly away from her parents and investigating facts right, none of this would have happened. As for you, Maureen Richardson, for false report, false accusations of child abuse, child endangerment, and also the main cause the death of Molly Hingleson, and showed no remorse for what you done, you're hereby sentenced to 35 years in jail.
What? 35 years? You cannot do this to me. Why do I get a longer sentence than Bridget? I have rights to report CPS on those parents. They're the real reason why Molly has died, because how's the way they abused her. You should be sentencing those parents to life in jail. Not me.
Shut up, Maureen. You're the reason why Molly died, because you and Bridget. If you hadn't stick your fat nose falsely reporting Molly's parents for child abuse, and believe Fanconi anemia is a hoax, none of this would have happened either. You're going to jail whether you like it or not. And that's final. If you continue this behavior, your sentence will be added more longer.
Oh, and one last thing, Your Honor, before they be taken to jail, we are filing a lawsuit for those two. We are suing them for $100,000 in compensation for putting us through and ruined our daughter life. If it's not paid or have enough by the end of the year, they will both be sentenced to life in prison.
And we also want to file a restraining order against those two. They ought to stay 25 feet away from us and our family. If they violate that order, they'll be sent back to jail for the next 25 years.
Understood, Maureen and Bridget. From what they said, you ought to stay 25 feet from this family, and you ought to pay $100,000 for the Hingleysons for everything you done to them. And Bridget, no matter whether you like or not, you'll have to use your paychecks to pay the Hingleysons lawsuit.
No. Not my paychecks. I worked so hard on this job to get a lot of money.
Well, too bad. If you don't want to pay the lawsuit, you have ended up serving life sentence. You have two choices to either pay the lawsuit or serve life sentence. Now you better think about it while you're in your jail cell. Officers, take them away.
Let me go right now. I don't deserve to be treated like this.
Good riddance. Now justice has been served for Molly. Hope to never see them ever again.
Okay, court is adjourned.
Well, Molly, guess what? The social worker who took you away from us is now arrested for 20 years.
And the person who's responsible who called CPS on us is our neighbor Maureen, claiming we abused you, which we never harmed you. I can't believe she would ever do this to us, and especially you, Molly. But guess what? She's arrested for 35 years. You can finally rest now.
And Molly, we're so sorry for not believing you. We should have listened to your story in the first place. We were just following order from the social worker, but we can't believe she lied to us the whole time and manipulated us to let you die. We don't deserve to have your forgiveness. We deserve it for not listening to you.
Yeah, Molly, we don't deserve to be forgiven from you. We blame ourselves and it's all our faults. You can rest in peace now.
If only your entitled neighbor and that ignorant social worker wouldn't have done this to you, we could have gotten your treatment in time. Thankfully the social worker got fired for this as well. You no longer have to feel the pain from your condition anymore, Molly. You can rest in heaven now.
We will miss you, Molly. Rest in peace, our beloved baby girl.
This is not fair at all. I can believe I have sentenced to 20 years in prison for something I didn't do. All I did is to protect that girl from those child abusers. Fanconi anemia is just a cover-up. Those records really are forged. But no, my boss fired me for that, got me arrested for that. How can things get any worse?
So, you think you can take that poor girl away, without fully investigating facts so you can get more money, and believe Fanconi anemia is just a myth, huh?
But, I was doing my job because I know well about child abuse, and those records are forged, and Fanconi anemia is just a cover-up, and those parents bribed the unqualified doctor just for playing the part. I was only trying to protect that girl.
Well, newsflash. Fanconi anemia is not a myth. You don't know what difference what caused those bruises is. There's no proof that those parents bribed the qualified doctor, and you never bothered to look at the records just to get more money. You endangered her. You lied to the foster parents and let her die. You know what? Let's beat this former corrupt social worker to teach her a lesson.
No, 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 no. Oh my God. I can't believe they sent me to jail for 35 years. Why do I get a longer sentence than Bridget? This is not fair at all. I have the right to on CPS to protect that girl, and that condition does not cause those bruises. Why is everyone, including the police, CPS manager, and the judge, stupid?
Oh yeah, well, the one person who is stupid is you. You think it's okay to false report on those parents for something they didn't do to their daughter, claiming Fanconi anemia does not cause those bruises and is a fake. Well, you know what? Your fat brain and that disgraceful social worker caused that poor girl to die, and you don't even care at all. Turn around and look at us right now.
Oh, shut up. You can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. Go away and mind your own business.
We don't care. You caused the poor girl to die, thanks to you and that social worker with your stupid lies. You should be ashamed of yourself. You've shown them a lack of remorse for what you did. You should be apologizing them for what you did.
No. Never. I will not apologize to them for what they did to their daughter, and it's their fault their daughter died because how's the way they abuse her. So I will not.
You are such a fucking heartless moron. You don't know what caused those differences between child abuse and Fanconi anemia. You better write them apology letter right now, or else.
Or else what? I will not write an apology letter or apologize to them, and that is final. You can't make me.
Well, you know what? We're going to beat you for what you did to that poor girl, and refuse to apologize to their parents.
Ole. Well, come on then, fight me like a pig. I'm not scared of you. I'm stronger than I look.
You wanna bet?
Ouch. My head. It really hurts.
Oh yeah, we're more stronger than you think. You deserved it for what you did to that poor girl and her heartbroken parents.
Yeah, time to beat you up to teach you a lesson.